The Pizza Hut night shift asterisk. It was almost midnight when I started hearing whispers coming from the walk-in freezer at the Pizza Hut on Willow Creek. I was the only one on shift, closing shift. Always stuck me alone on Tuesdays, and the restaurant was dead quiet. The kind of quiet that makes you hear the hum of the neon sign outside and the tick of the old clock above the soda machine. I hated that clock. It always ticked a half-second behind real time, like it wasn't synced with the rest of the world. Asterisk, I was mopping near the back hallway when I heard it. A soft voice. A woman's voice. Asterisk, help. Please, it's cold. Asterisk, my first thought was that someone had gotten locked inside. It had happened before, new hires messing around or drunk. Teenagers daring each other. But this voice wasn't panicked. It was tired, weak, like it had been calling out for hours. Asterisk, I dropped the mop and rushed to the freezer door. Frost clung to the metal handle. The small window was fogged over from the inside. A chill ran down my arms. Asterisk, hello? Who's in there? I called. The voice came again, even softer. Please, open. Door. I grabbed the handle and pulled. Locked. Asterisk, of course it was locked. I had the key. Corporate had the place set up so only managers could open the walk-in. And the manager? Mark had already left early, handing me the keys with a, "Don't break anything, kid." Asterisk, I fumbled through the key ring, hands shaking. There were too many keys. Office, back exit, storage, pause drawer, freezer, all identical silver, only one tiny letter scratched on each. Before I could find the right one, something slammed against the inside of the door. Asterisk, I jumped back, then again. Slam. Asterisk, the metal dented outward, like someone was pounding their fists from inside. Asterisk, hold on. I yelled, dropping keys and kneeling to grab them. Asterisk, another hit. This time, harder. The door shook in its frame. I found the freezer key. The metal was so cold it stung my palm. Asterisk, I shoved it into the lock and stopped. Because just as I was about to turn the key, something occurred to me. I'd done inventory an hour earlier. The freezer had been empty. Completely empty. No employees inside. No deliveries. No one could have gotten in since. Asterisk, and the lock. The lock had been sealed the whole time. Slam. The entire door shuddered. A deep, guttural groan vibrated from the inside, like something dragging itself upright. Asterisk, I stepped back. Slowly. Asterisk, Susan there. I whispered. Asterisk's voice changed. It wasn't weak anymore. It was lower now. Rougher. Wrong. Asterisk, opened the door. Asterisk, I backed away, heart hammering. I'm calling the police. Asterisk, the voice laughed. A wet, choking laugh that scraped against the metal door like claws. Asterisk, I turned, ready to bolt, when the lights overhead flickered. Asterisk, not just flickered, pulsed, like something massive was sucking electricity out of the building. Asterisk, every bulb dimmed, until the whole restaurant was washed in red from the neon sign outside. The air grew colder. My breath came out in white puffs. Asterisk, the freezer door handle turned slowly. By itself, the lock clicked. Once, twice, 3 times. Then it began to open. Asterisk, I didn't stay. I ran for the front door, nearly slipping on the wet tiles. My keys jingled as I fought to find the right one. Behind me came the soft hiss of the freezer door swinging open fully, followed by footsteps. Bare, wet footsteps on tile. Closer, closer. Asterisk my hands fumbled the keys. Asterisk something exhaled behind me. Ice cold breath brushing the back of my neck. Asterisk my fingers finally found the correct key and jammed it into the lock. The door swung open and I burst into the parking lot. I didn't stop running until I reached my car. Asterisk, I didn't dare look back. I just hit the gas and tore out of the lot. Asterisk, I called Mark 6 times. No answer. I drove straight home and barricaded my door with a chair. I didn't sleep. In the morning, corporate sent an email. Pizza Hut, Willow Creek, temporarily closed due to maintenance issues. Asterisk Mark didn't show up for work. Police went to check. They found the freezer door wide open. Asterisk, they found footprints on the tile bare. Footprints leading out of the freezer. Asterisk, and they found drag marks, long ones, smeared across the kitchen floor. Like something had been pulled away. They didn't find Mark or anyone else, asterisk, but when they reviewed the security camera footage, they noticed something strange. Asterisk at 11:58 p.m. The footage turns grainy, distorted. Asterisk at 11:59, a woman appears on the screen, a woman no one recognized, standing inside the freezer, smiling at the camera, her lips blue, her skin pale, frost coating her hair. She raises a hand, waves, then whispers something the camera barely picks up. Asterisk, it's warm out. Here now. The footage cuts to static. The store has been closed ever since. Asterisk, but last night, at exactly midnight, as I passed by on my way home, the neon Pizza Hut sign flickered on by itself. Red, dim, pulsing, and from inside the dark building, I heard her voice again. The things in aisle 19, asterisk. The first rule they told me on my night shift orientation at Walmart was simple. Asterisk, if you hear someone call your name from an empty aisle, don't answer. I laughed. Everyone else didn't. That was my first warning. I should have taken it seriously. 1. First night, asterisk. My shift started at 10 p.m. Asterisk bright. Fluorescent lights. Empty aisles stretching forever. The smell of plastic and detergent. Asterisk, I followed Frank, the supervisor, around the store as he explained things. Asterisk, when we passed aisle 19, he stopped walking, didn't even glance down. Don't stock this aisle alone, ever. Asterisk, why? He scratched the back of his neck. Too many incidents. Asterisk, what kind of incidents? He didn't answer, just locked eyes with me and said, asterisk, if something calls your name, no matter what voice it uses, walk away. I thought he was messing with me. He wasn't. 2. The first incident, asterisk, around 2 a.m. I was restocking cereal when I heard it. Soft footsteps from aisle 19, like someone dragging their feet. I peeked around the corner. No. 1. The aisle lights flickered. Faintly, asterisk, then I heard it. A whisper from way down the aisle. My name, Ethan. I nearly dropped the cereal box. No one should know my name. Customers weren't allowed in after 11, and the only employees left were in the break room. I stepped backward. The voice came again, louder, like the speaker grinned while saying it. Asterisk, Ethan, come check something. My blood ran cold. I backed away fast. Asterisk, the lights buzzed overhead, flickering hard. That's when Frank grabbed my shoulder from behind. Did you answer it? Asterisk, no, what the hell was that? He shook his head. You don't want to know. 3. The story behind it, asterisk, during our 3 a.m. break. I pushed him. Asterisk, you have to tell me. Frank stared into his coffee. A few years back, a kid went missing here. Asterisk, inside the store. He nodded. Little boy. Parents lost track of him for 3 minutes. Gone. Asterisk, did they find him? Asterisk, we found what was left of him. My stomach flipped. Where? He pointed to aisle 19. He crawled too deep into the shelves, way past the panels. We don't know how he fit. But when we finally got him out, he wasn't alone. Asterisk, what does that mean? His eyes stayed hollow. Something else was in there with him, something that doesn't like being seen. I swallowed hard, like an animal. Asterisk, if only. He leaned closer. Think of something that imitates voices, shapes, footsteps. Something that hides in the walls and waits for someone stupid enough to answer. I shivered, and it can talk. Asterisk, oh yeah, he said, voice shaking. It learns new words every time it gets someone. 4. Night 2, I told myself it was stress. Just my mind playing tricks. Asterisk, but the next night. Asterisk at exactly 1:12 a.m. The lights in aisle 19 flicked off. Every single bulb. Asterisk I froze. Then came soft tapping, fingers running along the metal shelves. Then my mom's voice. Asterisk Ethan, honey, are you there? My chest clenched. No, 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 no. She was sleeping 2 states away. Asterisk. The voice got closer. Footsteps, slow, wet sounding. Ethan, sweetheart, I need your help. I stepped back. My throat went dry. Then the voice changed. My voice. Perfectly. Hey, come here a second. I bolted down the next aisle. Behind me, aisle 19 erupted in noises. Asterisk. Crawling, scratching, something slamming the shelves. Frank came running. You went too close. It used my voice. I panted. Yeah, he whispered. It knows you now. 5. Night 3. The break room. Asterisk. I was shaking the whole shift. Every sound made me jump. During break, I sat alone in the back room when I heard footsteps outside the door. Then someone whispered, Ethan, you left your phone in aisle 19. I froze, because my phone was in my pocket. Asterisk. I didn't answer. The doorknob twisted. Slowly. Asterisk. I backed into the corner. Asterisk. The voice on the other side changed, slightly deeper now, struggling to mimic me. Asterisk. Come on, man. Open up. I choked on a breath. No. The thing outside the door scratched the metal. Slow. Asterisk. Drag. Drag. Then it whispered, let me show you what I found. Silence. When Frank finally returned, the door handle was bent. 6. The attempt. We made a plan. To get rid of it, I asked. Asterisk. No, Frank said, pale. To keep you alive. He handed me a small walkie-talkie. If you hear your name, call me. Don't run. Don't speak back to it. Asterisk. But why not speak back? Asterisk. Because that's how it learns. And once it learns you fully, he swallowed, it can walk like you, talk like you, replace you. My stomach twisted. Replace me. Asterisk. What happened to the people it replaced? Frank didn't answer. He didn't need to. 7. The final night. Asterisk. Near 3 a.m. The lights cut out. Not in the aisle. In the entire store. Asterisk. Emergency lights flickered red. My walkie crackled. Frank's voice. Asterisk. Ethan, where are you? Asterisk. Before I could answer, another voice came through. My voice. Too smooth, like it practiced. I'm in aisle 19. Found something. My heart stopped. That's not me. I shouted. The walkie crackled. Then Frank said in a shaking voice, Ethan is standing right next to me. Cold washed over me, which meant something else was pretending to be me. And it was close. I heard footsteps behind me. Slow, deliberate. I turned. Down the red-lit aisle stood me. Same clothes, same posture. Asterisk. But the face, the smile was too wide, the skin too tight. Asterisk. And when it blinked, the eyelids moved the wrong direction. It tilted its head. Come here. Perfectly my voice. I backed up. It stepped forward. Faster now. Then it lunged. Asterisk. 8. Running, I sprinted through the frozen section. Shelves rattled as something huge crawled inside the walls beside me. Asterisk, my double chased me. Limbs cracking, face warping. Asterisk, every time I turned a corner. It was already there. Asterisk, stop running. It snarled in my voice. Frank met me near the employee exit. He shoved me outside and slammed the metal door. Asterisk, we heard the creature hit the other side hard, then scraping. Asterisk, then laughing in my voice. I covered my ears. Asterisk, make it stop, Frank whispered, trembling. It won't follow us outside. It can't mimic an open space. It needs walls, shelves, corners. I stared through the glass. My own reflection stared back, except its smile didn't match mine. 9. Aftermath. I quit the next morning. Frank begged me not to make noise about it. Corporate knows, he said. They don't care, as long as we replace the missing employees quietly. Asterisk, how many? I asked. He didn't answer. As I left, I glanced at the store. The doors slid open. Inside, the lights flickered. Asterisk, and from deep in aisle 19, I heard my own voice whisper. Asterisk, Ethan, you forgot something. I didn't go back.